Welcome back to the Rogers channel. As they were taking a look at the S.H.Figuarts Tanjiro Kamado from Demon Slayer. Looking at the front of the packaging, it looks awesome. I'm really happy to finally, review Tanjiro. I've been wanting to ever since he, got released, and finally I have the opportunity to review him. So as you can see right here, the window looks amazing with the, figure and the accessories being shown. You get this little shot of the character, the S.H.Figuarts logo, the Demon Slayer logo, the seals right here on the bottom. Here on the side, you get another shot of Tanjiro and his name. Here in the back, you get some really cool shots of the figurine, different poses you can do, and this is one of the other reasons why I have been dying to review this figure, is because if you get Nezuko, you can have them holding hands, and I'll show a bigger picture up here so you guys can see it, but it is a really cool, sort of feature if you get those two characters. So hopefully in the future I can get Nezuko to go alongside him, but other than that, looks really awesome. Here's the side of the box yet again. Bottom has some warnings, and then on the top it does have the S.H.Figuarts logo, his name, and the Demon Slayer logo right there in the corner. So what I'll do is I'll get him out of the box and we can go from there. And here he is out of the packaging, and looking at Tanjiro up close, he looks incredible. Check him out. Oh my gosh, it's like he just stepped out of the anime. They always do a great job with adapting one of the anime figures, into this kind of style, especially, is always mind-blowing to me. But yeah, before we get carried away, let's go ahead and start from top to bottom. Looking at the head sculpt, it looks fantastic. Like, they got everything on point. Look at the printing in the eyes, the eyebrows, his scar on top of his head. Really, really cool. Of course, you can see right here as well, they got his earrings on point. His hair, I love how it fades into this, from black to this really deep, man, I don't even know what kind of color it is. It's more of like a dark, sort of like shade of purple, or like a reddish tone. Not a maroon, but man, it looks really good. But yeah, other than that, he does have a joint right here on the bottom of the neck, as well as top of his neck right there. So you get plenty of movement, side to side, back, and forward. Looking at the torso, he of course has underneath his checkered kimono, the Demon Slayer core outfit that they wear. But wow, look at the kimono. It looks really good with the green and black going throughout it. I'm already in love with the outfit right here in general, with the, tiny amounts of detail, like the wrinkles that run throughout it. You also got these buttons, the really nice collar piece right there. Really, really cool. And just by looking at the kimono, it's crazy how many different points there are. It is made of a looser plastic, so that's really cool to see. But yeah, look at all these different folds. That must really help with the articulation, I'm guessing. So we'll go ahead and test it out right here. He does have a ball joint right here in the upper waist, and then I believe down here, which we'll check out in a bit. But yeah, he does move pretty smoothly. Here's side to side, back, and forward. Man, he can go all the way into a bow. Looking at the arms, already I can tell there's a lot going on right here. So we'll just go ahead and start with this. He does go all the way around right here, as you can see. He does have that butterfly joint right here near the shoulder. So he has some cool, action poses with that. A lot of movement. He does have a swivel right here around the elbow. His elbow does go up pretty good. And then check out this joint right here near the sleeve. That is awesome. This whole thing right here is the elbow joint, so you get tons of movement. And then of course he does have movement right here at the wrist, at the hand, and it does feel like it's its own separate joint right here underneath the sleeve. So that's really cool. The other side as well, arm does go all the way around, as you can see right here. And then, of course, you do get that swivel right here near the elbow, butterfly joint, of course, like I've shown before. This awesome elbow joint, I love that a lot. And then this other piece, like underneath the sleeve, running into his arm, and then, of course, getting articulation inside of the wrist and at the hand. Looking at the waist, he does have this white belt right here with a silver belt buckle, and I thought it was a separate joint, but it's more of a swivel, as you can see right there, and this attaches the bottom part of his kimono. And then right here on this side, you can also find a peg, and that's to, place his sword right there along his hip. Looking at the legs, he is able to go, let's see, I'll just move his sleeve, into a full-on split, so that is awesome to see. He is able to sit down, as you can tell right there. Legs go back pretty normal, and he does have a swivel right here near the thighs. And looking at the knee joints, his knees remind me a lot of the Ahsoka figure. So he does almost have like a double knee. They go a little bit farther than just a kneeling position, but I love how there's pinless joints again. So it really, makes that extra effort to hide those joints away and not, keep them present with the figure, which I like a lot. And then lastly, looking at the feet, right here, he does have like these wraps going around his calf. And then he does have these really cool sort of like sandals. They do point down right there, point up as you'd expect. And then really cool, that's one thing I love about S.H.Figuarts, is the toes actually move. So that is really nice to see. Has some flat footing right there so you can get some good stances. And now check out the accessories. He comes with pairs of hands. He comes with two different wide open hands, as well as a pair to hold the katanas. To remove a hand, just like with most figures, you want to shimmy off the hand near the joint. And by doing so, you just attach the hand that you want right there inside the peg. And there you go. Up next, he comes with the katana sheath and handles. Looking at the sheath, it looks really good. It is made of a durable plastic, of course, and then you do get some things right here, like this peg to put it on the side of his hip, like I mentioned before, and then this little slot isn't to put away the whole katana, but you can choose between these two handles. So he has the grip of the first black nitrine sword with the original guard right here, and then the other one is the exact same grip right here, except it has the guard given to him by Rengoku. I just placed the sheath right here on the side of his hip, fit very nicely inside of that little peg, and then all you do is just, I think you can adjust it, yes. So all you want to do is just attach the guards right here. The slots are made specifically for the, certain ones. So here it is with the Rengoku guard. You can easily pop it off. It's more of a cosmetic sort of thing, which is kind of cool. Similar to Zoro's, which we've shown before. I like it. And then there's the original Nitrine guard. Up next, we'll take a look at the Nitrine swords. So here's a look at his first Nitrine sword. Very nice look to it. I love the blade. Comes in a solid black, just like it shows in the anime. This is with the normal guard right here. And then his grip is the exact same thing we've shown with the black and maroon handle right here. And then the one with Rengoku's guard right here is a little bit different, especially in the blade. You can see they added some more detail to it, which looks really nice. And then it has this kanji right here at the bottom of the blade. And, of course, Rengoku's guard right here at the handle. overall, I think this is a really nice, addition to this figure. Having both of the Nichiren swords instead of having to buy like another version of Tanjiro later on, just to get the one with Rengoku's. So it's kind of nice having both katanas and gives you some choices on what you want to use. And to equip the swords, it's not hard at all. It slides in buttery smooth right here inside the grip of his hand. And then, thankfully, with the amount of articulation that the figure has, you can attach both hands like that, get some really cool poses. And I am already amazed with the amount of, detail that's showing off right here. And we haven't even gone to the faceplates yet, and already he looks cool. And then here he is with the Rengoku version of the katana. And last but not least, he comes with different faceplates. He comes with a happy expression, a yelling expression, and an angry expression. To change out a faceplate, it's really simple, and most S.H.Figuarts figures have the exact same thing. You remove the hairline, take off the faceplate, and then you're going to reapply the face that you want. You want to leave the top two pegs open for the hairline, attach it as so, and there you go. And check that out. That is awesome right there. And then real cool, this expression of the face has the full marking right here instead of the burn mark or whatever. So that's really cool seeing that small little detail. So as an overview of the figure, I gotta say, I'm gonna give props to the entire team of S.H.Figuarts for creating Tanjiro right here. The amount of articulation, detail, and overall accessories that are included with this figure alone are spot on. I'm really happy with the articulation for the most part, just because he moves like a literal demon slayer, and you want that, especially in a figure that's needed to do all these crazy dynamic poses, especially if you're trying to do a particular scene or something, and you need that kind of movement in these types of figures. So again, love the articulation on this guy. The accessories are, again, one of the other cooler points of this figure. Seeing that he has, different face plates, hands, even different Nichiren swords to go along with whatever sort of like senior, trying to work with. And I found him at a crazy good price. That was also one of the reasons why I was kind of hesitant on buying him when he first released. He was like almost $48, I think, and Target had him for like 34, so definitely had to snatch him up. But yeah, if you're as big of a Demon Slayer fan as I am, you need to get your hands on Tanjiro. And hopefully later on I can get my hands on like Nezuko to go along with him, but that'll probably be later on this year, hopefully. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram. And with that said, I'll catch you all on the next one.